My child, the moment for truth has arrived, and I can no longer remain silent. I must tell you something heartbreaking, a truth that ties your son to a dangerous woman and the lure of drugs. Your son is in peril, caught in a battle that he fights silently. How can he receive help if you remain unaware of the struggles he endures each day? This message is your sole opportunity to unveil the hidden conflicts, the secrets, and the web of lies that have insidiously infiltrated his life. I understand these words may seem confusing or overwhelming at first, and you might wonder why I share such urgent news with you. But if you stay with me, you will come to understand the gravity of the situation. A perilous force is drawing your son into darkness, one he might not even recognize. A woman has entered his life, but not as a bearer of hope or joy. Rather, she is leading him into a spiral of addiction and despair. The grip of drugs has ensnared him, and he is entangled in a network of deceit. Though it is unbearable to imagine your son in such agony, ignoring this truth will only drive him further into danger. Now is the time to act. Open your eyes, my child, and look beyond the illusions. Your son desperately needs your strength, your love, and your intervention. You remain his only hope for escape from this suffocating trap. Stay with me a little longer, and together we will uncover what is truly happening. Though the truth is painful and heavy, it is the only path that can lead to his salvation. His future teeters on the edge, and every moment lost deepens the risk. You possess the power to change his destiny. The choice rests in your hands. Before I reveal the complete truth about the dangerous connection between this woman, the drugs, and your son, know this: you are much closer than you realize to understanding his plight. Soon, you will see clearly what steps you must take to shield him from the looming peril. I know this message may stir feelings of fear, confusion, and heartbreak within you. If these emotions become overwhelming, remember that I am here for you. I care deeply for you and your family, and I would not burden you with this revelation if your well-being were not at stake. You are not alone. This is your moment to embrace the truth and confront the challenges ahead. I ask you, are you truly ready to face what has been hidden in the shadows for far too long? This is not an easy truth to accept. It is both heavy and painful, but it cannot remain buried. There exists a deep, dangerous, and undeniable connection between that woman, drugs, and your son, a tangled web of deception that has slowly ensnared him. You must confront it not with fear or doubt, but with strength, clarity, and an open heart. If you are ready, hold on to my words. The darkness will not prevail, for together we shall bring the truth to light. Listen carefully, my child. This is more than a message. It is a battle cry, a desperate plea to awaken before it is too late. You have felt it, haven't you? That deep, twisting worry in your chest, the unmistakable sense that something is amiss. You have seen the changes in your son. His laughter no longer rings with the same joy, his eyes have dimmed, and his thoughts wander as if lost in a dense fog. You have watched him drift away, and the silence and distance between you speak volumes. There is a reason for this transformation. A woman, my child, has been entwined in his life for far longer than you have known. She has wrapped herself around him, whispering lies and feeding him thoughts and desires that should never have touched his soul. This has not happened overnight. It has been a slow, insidious poisoning, seeping into his veins until the most alarming truth emerged: he has stopped fighting. What was once alarming and dangerous now appears normal to him. He has surrendered his mornings, his nights, his very thoughts and actions, all consumed by an all-powerful craving. When will he see her again? When will she provide the comfort he now craves? His entire world has come to revolve around her. She has stripped him of his strength, his freedom, and his ability to choose. Your son is caught, enslaved by forces he barely understands, and tragically, he is unaware of his own plight. I know you must be asking, what is this drug she is feeding him? Stay with me, my child, for I am about to reveal a truth that will shake you. This drug is not a pill, powder, or liquid. There is no physical substance you can hold or see. Instead, she is feeding him lust. Yes, lust, a drug far more dangerous than any physical poison. It is deadlier than any addiction that affects the body because it seeps into the soul. Lust whispers false promises of pleasure, convincing him that happiness lies solely in what feels good. But these promises are lies. Lust blinds him, making him believe that he is in control, yet in reality, he is shackled by invisible chains that drag him away from the true path I have set for him. It robs him of his purpose and reduces him to a mere shadow of the person he was meant to be. And worst of all, lust is insatiable, it always demands more. Your son, caught in this trap, remains oblivious to the peril, thinking he makes his own choices, believing that he can simply walk away when he wishes. But know this is only the beginning of his descent. Recall the story of Samson, my child. Samson was a mighty man, chosen to lead and accomplish great feats. Yet even he fell when he allowed lust to take root in his heart. He did not fall because someone forced him, he fell because he succumbed to temptation. Delilah, without ever engaging in physical conflict, seduced him repeatedly, feeding him the drug of lust until she had chipped away at his strength, his sight, and ultimately, his future. Samson was left weak, blind, and broken. Your son treads the same dangerous path. If he does not awaken soon and recognize the danger, this woman will strip him of everything: his strength, his clarity, his dreams. But you, my child, are not merely a bystander. You are his staunchest defender, the one who can rise and protect him. I have placed a powerful weapon in your hands, a weapon mightier than any force the enemy could wield. This weapon is not born of anger, worry, or even words, it is the power of prayer. Yes, prayer, the most potent force on earth. When you pray, chains shatter, and veils of deception are torn away. Your prayer will stir something deep within your son, awakening him to the truth, even if he does not fully understand it. And as the grip of this poisonous influence weakens, the woman feeding him these lies will feel her power slipping away. Now, I ask you, are you ready to fight? Are you prepared to stand in the gap for your son, to be the beacon of hope that can lead him back to freedom? If your heart answers yes, then join me in a prayer that will break the chains and reclaim your son. Together, we will call him back to a path of light and freedom, for the battle is not over. In fact, if you stand with me, the battle is already won. Close your eyes now and pray with me. O Lord of mercy, strong and true. I lift my heart and cry to you. My son is lost, his path unclear. Yet I believe you are always near. A woman's snare, a darkened lie, has pulled him in, has blurred his sky. She feeds him poison, soft and sweet. Yet unseen chains bind his hands and feet. But Lord, I know you hold the key to set him free and help him see. No grip of lust, no web of sin can stand when your light floods in. Break the chains that blind his eyes. Tear down the walls, expose the lies. Let him feel your mighty call. Rise again where he did fall. Let her power fade to dust. Let her whispers turn to rust. What she has built, Lord, tear apart. Bring my son back to your heart. No force of hell, no wicked plan can steal him from your mighty hand. So here I stand, I will not flee. For you, O Lord, fight this for me. The battle's yours, the war is won. Darkness flees before the sun. With this prayer, I claim my child. For your great light, meek and mild. Amen. My child, I know you have waited for this moment for years. You have cried, prayed, and clung to hope even when every sign urged you to give up. There were times when it felt as if the door to relief had been slammed shut, when nothing seemed to change no matter what you did. Yet I want you to understand that I never allowed hope to fade. Even when it seemed impossible and when nothing appeared to move, I was tirelessly working behind the scenes, orchestrating a plan. No one can truly comprehend the weight you have carried, the silent battles you fought in the darkness, the nights you wept, or the doubts that gnawed at your heart. But I saw every tear, every moment of despair, and through it all, you did not give up. You clung to your faith, trusting even when the path was shrouded in uncertainty. Now, my child, your breakthrough has arrived. What was delayed is not denied, what seemed lost is now being restored, and what was held back is finally being released. I am sending your breakthrough not by chance or luck, but by my divine plan and in my perfect timing. Prepare yourself, for the wait is over. The door you have prayed for is about to swing wide open. What you have longed for is coming, and it will surpass all your expectations. The time is now. Your season of waiting has transformed into a season of harvest. Listen, my beloved child. I have a plan for your life, a plan brimming with love and purpose. But do not let the things you see shake your faith. Do not allow your current circumstances to erode your trust in me. Remember when I delivered the Israelites from Egypt, they stood before the Red Sea, trapped with Pharaoh's army closing in, and fear gripped their hearts. They complained and doubted, forgetting my promises, and even considered returning to the chains of slavery. Yet I brought them there not to condemn them, but to reveal my power. I instructed Moses to lift his staff, and I parted the sea, leading my people on dry land. What seemed impossible became their path to freedom. Now, my child, you may be facing your own Red Sea. There may be times when you feel trapped or paralyzed by fear and uncertainty, wondering if I have forgotten you. But listen to my promise, I have not forgotten you. I vowed to bless you, provide for you, protect you, and guide you. My promise is unwavering, and my word is powerful. What I say, I fulfill. So trust me now, even if you cannot see the way ahead. I am forging a path toward your breakthrough, even when you do not understand the challenges you face. Focus not on the obstacles in front of you, but on the promise that I have for you. I am working in ways you cannot yet imagine. Hold on to my promise, for if I have spoken, it shall be done. Your breakthrough is coming. I am with you every step of the way. I see you, my child. I see the weight you carry, the deep pain in your heart, and the swirling questions in your mind. I know this season is incredibly hard, and you may feel utterly exhausted. Some days, it may seem like the struggle will never end. You might look at the shattered fragments of your past and wonder how any good can emerge from them. But it is all right. You are not expected to have all the answers or to solve every mystery immediately. Simply trust in me. I promise you, I waste nothing. Every tear, every disappointment, every heartbreak, I see them, and I feel them. But I will not allow your pain to be in vain. I will transform what was meant to break you into something beautiful. Let this truth give you hope and lift you up when you feel you cannot go on. Yet, my child, you must also release that burden. Surrender the broken pieces, the pain, the regrets, and the fears. Place them in my hands. I will not cast you aside, nor will I leave you to drown in sorrow. I am the God who restores and heals. Allow me to mend your heart and show you that even the most painful moments can be used for something greater. I am intricately weaving your story into a tapestry of beauty, so hold on and keep trusting. You are not forgotten. I am here, orchestrating all things for your good. Listen closely, my beloved child, for I have more to tell you. The enemy may try to convince you that you are unworthy, that your past mistakes define you, that you are too broken to be loved. But hear me now, these are falsehoods. You are my creation, my masterpiece, and my deeply cherished child. Your worth is not measured by your actions or by the opinions of others, it comes from me. I fashioned you with intention, love, and purpose. I have called you by name, and you are mine. When you see yourself, do not focus solely on your flaws or mistakes. Instead, see the beauty, the kindness, the strength, and the courage that I see in you. I know you may sometimes feel unworthy or doubt yourself, but remember, you are worthy because I say so, because I love you, and nothing can ever change that. Do not let the world dictate who you are, or allow the enemy to define your value. Listen to my voice. You are precious, chosen, and unconditionally loved. Never forget this truth. Amen. If you'd like to show your support, you can give super thanks up to $30.